Cleveland.
All right, to get us started with Ben, we'll start with Mark Weiser and Chip Towers.
Not be able too much.
Sorry about that. I couldn't find my unmute button. How's it going, Ben?
No, not too bad. How y'all doing?
Good. You've had a chance to have some big championships in your career here at Georgia and some big games, but I know this is on a lesser scale. But the way things shook out last weekend, you guys could be co-SEC East champions if you win Saturday. Would that mean anything to you?
I mean, yeah, it would definitely be another accolade to add to the things that we've been able to accomplish in my time here. It's also one of those things that we really have no control over. We can just go out and, do what we do again on Saturday and just, let things kind of fall into place.
Ben, we're all just getting to know JT Daniels. I guess y'all are in some ways too, but what have you learned about him, either on the field or off the field that maybe you didn't know before he became QB1?
He's an extremely confident individual. Just listening to him talk in meetings on Friday night, Saturday mornings, he knows what he's doing, really knows the game plan. So his confidence is something that I think that's what makes him so efficient in what he does, knowing what he has to do, knowing his job and being able to execute.
Next, we'll go to Seth Emerson, then Anthony Dasher.
And the way the offense is churning these last 3 weeks, you get to play in it 2 more games, and then you're off to the Senior Bowl and the pros. Is there any kind of what might have been about if y'all had been able to play like this earlier in the year, or if you could play in it one more year?
Something Coach Smart's really preached to us is the next play mentality. And I'm sure y'all have all heard that, but we can control nothing about the past. All we can do is, we can kind of just keep our head down and learn from what we got to do. And that's what we've done the last few weeks. We knew what we were doing well, knew what we needed to improve on, and that's what we really focused ourselves on. I think it's become a well-balanced piece of our offense, kind of knowing the odds and ends, stuff like that.
Hey, Ben, when you're talking about the confidence that JT has, how does that translate on third down for you guys? Y'all been very successful with that, since he took over quarterback. Is that just something he kind of exudes when y'all like in a 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10 situation? Or is it just due to the hard work you guys have been putting in during the week?
I think it's definitely a contribution to both of those. Having a quarterback that's not afraid to sit there in the pocket, work his way around it, make all his reads and his check downs. I definitely think that's a big part of leading to our success. For the last couple of weeks, we haven't really been in a lot of third and long, 3rd and 8+ situations. The running backs and the whole offensive line has really been doing their job, getting us down to those 3rd and short markers, making the quarterback's job a lot easier. But we have put a big emphasis on 3rd and longs. So I think that's definitely helped us in the last few weeks as well.
Thanks, man.
Jake Rowe, then Brandon Sudge.
Ben, it's been a long time since you've lined up beside anybody but Trey Smith there at right guard. Oh, Trey Hill, sorry, right there at right guard. What was it like having Warren in there playing so many snaps, and how do you feel like he played?
It's one of those things where kind of like we've been doing all season, where everybody's kind of taking reps at different positions at different times. So, it's one of those things where we, as an offensive line, bringing Warren up to be that new center, we've got full faith in him that he knows what he's supposed to do and he knows how to do it. The biggest key for us is just communication, knowing where our mic points are, knowing where double teams are going, this and that. And as long as the center does that, Warren is a very demonstrative player on the field, and he makes sure that everybody's in the right spot and knows what they're doing. So I definitely think that, Warren took full advantage of the opportunity that he was given, and I think he played well as the rest of the line.
Hey, Ben, so I kind of want to get your
perspective, like, so say like if you were in the shoes of a high school kid who's trying to decide on a school right now, I mean, can you imagine doing it with only Zoom calls, not being able to visit people in person?
Yeah, that would be very tough. And I'm sorry, I spoke a little out of turn there, but go ahead and finish your question. That just kind of.
No, that's all. You're good.
But yeah, I mean, it would definitely be hard trying to be a recruit right now in these times, because I mean, heck, even over the summertime and whenever we were still not allowed on campus, it was hard for us, especially trying to learn a new offense. Because that was all we were able to do was Zoom calls, and that was only a couple hours a day, so it was tough. For us learning new stuff. And I couldn't imagine, being a high school kid trying to build those relationships over Zoom calls. But I do believe that our coaches here, they've kind of got a handle on the Zoom programs and stuff like that. So I think they've probably been able to take advantage of it.
Connor Riley, then Palmer Toms.
Yeah, Ben, your own recruitment years ago now, you dealt with the coaching change where you were committed to a school and then Mark Richt obviously gets dismissed. How much did that coaching change sort of force you to step back and sort of look at, okay, am I going to Georgia because it's the best school for me, or am I going here because I want to go play for this coach and this coaching staff?
I don't personally, for me, I didn't come here for one specific, person, rhyme, reason, or whatever. I came here because I fell in love with this place. Everybody that was around me, my recruiting class. And, it's like my parents and I talked about kind of when all that happened. God, I guess that was, 5 years ago now. Just putting your faith in, this school and stuff like that. And, knowing that they were going to hire the right people. And, I truly believe they did. And they've continued to do that. For my 5 years, seeing different people come and go, we've still continued to hire, who needed to be here at the right time.
Ben, you've been here since 2016, Kirby Smart's first season then. How have you seen the energy and expectations around this program change during your time, and why do you think that is?
I think a lot of that came from that 2017 year, where we had so much success and played for the national championship. Just seeing the leadership from that team, like Nick and Sony and them, Isaiah Wynn on the offensive line, just, the leadership that they brought to practice every day, and seeing how much success that brought us. I think that was really something that all the people on the team wanted. So that was something that we really tried to take to heart and just kind of, instill in ourselves and just keep that train rolling like that with the leadership.
We've got time for two more questions if anyone wants to step in and take them.
Ben, how will you remember, this last season of yours at Georgia, presuming that, I guess you're going to the Senior Bowl, so it has to be your last season, right? Playing through the pandemic, and obviously it's been different than your first 4 years here.
It's been tough, not knowing from 1 week to the next if, we're going to get a text on Friday morning that says, hey, no game this weekend or not. But it's definitely, it's made me realize, just to appreciate, the opportunities that we do get and take advantage of them because, they're not guaranteed from week to week, whether that be from COVID or from injuries, anything like that. So I would definitely say this has been a wild season, but it's been a very appreciated season just because I think it's, not only speaking for myself, but I think speaking for a lot of guys, it's made us really appreciate the opportunities that we have at hand.
Last question. All right. Thank you, Ben, for your time today, and thank you for joining us, everyone.
Thanks, guys.